When a falcon attacked a chicken, it encountered an unpleasant surprise. The ordinary domestic bird not only resisted, but literally trampled the aggressor into the mud. Now we'll show you other amazing and even comical instances in which birds surprised with unexpected strength and bravery, eliciting genuine shock from predators. Though small, the otter is quite a formidable predator. This animal possesses such agility as if it can transition from a solid to a liquid state on its own. Yet, one should not underestimate the strength and sharpness of its teeth. An otter can handle the shell of a small crab, making it relatively easy for it to reach a bird's throat. This otter attacked a bird 3 times its size. The duck is in shock, as a waterfowl being attempted to drown. The otter persists. It has subdued its prey, almost triumphing. However, as the little predator dragged the catch to the shore, it turned out that it had underestimated the duck. The clever bird realized it was inferior in strength and decided to outsmart its adversary. It feigned defeat, only to escape the grip at the last moment and disappear. A relatively large eagle landed near a chicken to feast on chicks. This sizable predator hunts rats, rabbits, and ducks. Thinking it could easily drive away the hen and enjoy a snack before a proper hunt, the eagle was really in for a surprise. The chicken instantly attacked the aggressor. The eagle was shocked. The chicken chased it down like a wolf chasing jackals. Chicken wings aren't suitable for extended flight, but they provide excellent acceleration. Pecking at the eagle's head, eyes, and other vulnerable points, the chicken showcased not only remarkable bravery, but an unexpected force. Such courage dedicated to protecting offspring is worthy of your like, isn't it? Chickens were domesticated in Southeast Asia around 8,000 to 10,000 years ago. Over time, people got used to perceiving them as the most ordinary, harmless domestic birds. However, witnessing what this small feathered berserker is capable of creates the impression that ancient humans domesticated chickens not for eggs or meat, but for the birds to defend themselves against saber-toothed tigers. In extreme situations, it turns out that these birds inherited the rage and strength of distant ancestors, the predatory dinosaurs. Don't believe it? How about this battle of the century? Since eagles, unlike miniature falcons, are heavyweights bird-wise, defeating them proved pretty challenging. The eagle was not opposed to a prolonged confrontation. Several times it soared up only to repeat the attack. And guess what? Every time the chicken willingly entered the fray, showing no signs of fatigue. When the chicken deployed its claws, the eagle regretted tangling with its adversary. One-on-one, a chicken can literally trample an eagle of the same size, or drive away even a larger one. The predatory bird either had to go into deep defense, lying on the ground, spreading its wings and extending its clawed legs forward, or just retreat. Otherwise, the situation could turn into a real disaster for these noble rulers of the feathered realm. The chicken could literally corner the eagle. It seems like the bird is taunting the opponent, which nervously opens its beak. The eagle stumbled upon the wrong adversary, and a seemingly easy hunt turned into the most dangerous and humiliating episode of its life. Imagine this scene with some gangster movie dialogue. You stepped into the wrong neighborhood. What are your thoughts? We're waiting for you in the comments. Size matters in a fight between animals. Take an elephant, for example. It can bury a buffalo up to its neck, scatter an entire lion pride, and knock down a 4-ton rhino like a wet rag. Yet, determination and bravery sometimes surpass size. The elephant could snap the spine of this crane as easily as you would a thin twig. However, the most massive terrestrial mammal yielded to the resolution of this bird. The elephant seems bewildered, not comprehending what is happening, but it turns out it merely approached the bird's nesting site too closely. Perhaps you've wondered why some birds build nests not on treetops, but directly on the ground. Because they are so cool that they can even drive away an elephant if necessary. Actually, domestic cats freely roaming outside are considered super predators. Don't believe it? The key is that for each attempt to catch prey, they have more instances of successful hunting than wild lions. It makes you look at your house cat with different eyes, doesn't it? So, it's not surprising that among urban fauna, cats consider themselves the coolest. However, the crow disagrees. Apparently, it fancied itself the sheriff, and when two cats got into a fight, the bird decided to stop the chaos in the most old-fashioned way possible, by intervening and forcing both opponents to disperse. One crow attacked two cats right in the midst of their skirmish, even though the fluffy fighters had an obvious advantage on the ground. But they picked the wrong feathery opponent. The crow's sturdy beak and excellent reflexes cooled down the cats, prompting them to seek another place for their dispute. Warning, if you have claustrophobia, this epic incident might trigger real panic. The main advantage of birds is the maneuverability granted by their wings. But what to do when the enemy invades a tight nest? With a chick behind her, the only answer for this hawk is to fight. The snake fully realizes its advantage. In this narrow passage, it can force a close-quarter combat. The reptile is large enough to swallow even an adult bird. The owl tries to spread its wings and puff out its feathers to appear larger and deter the predator. However, the determined snake is too hungry. The scared chick behind the owl looks too appetizing to the cold-blooded reptile. But the snake underestimated the power with which the bird would fight for its offspring. The battle was incredibly intense. The snake lunged at its opponent, managing to sink its fangs into the owl and then entwine it with its coils to constrict, suffocate, and finally defeat the owl, attacking the defenseless chick afterwards. But the snake miscalculated the striking location. If it had bitten the owl's legs, it could have injected its venom easily. However, the reptile aimed for a denser part of the body, as it was an easier target. And this was a big mistake. The snake didn't know that owls are actually slender birds, and a significant portion of the body volume is dense plumage. The snake's fangs got entangled in it. The chick's distressed squeak behind the owl increased the owl's strength tenfold. It managed to shake off the powerful snake, transitioning to a determined counterattack. The sharp, sickle-shaped talons knew their job well, even though wielding such weapons in tight spaces was quite challenging. But the stubborn desire to protect the lone chick did its job. The owl successfully dealt with the snake, saving its family. Look at her in shock after the duel. Someone, get that stressed owl some water. No wonder the bald eagle is one of America's symbols. Even among other birds of prey, this beauty truly has a steely character. It's hard to find another bird that loves to fight as much as these predators right here. When you watch them, it feels like you're witnessing a Western movie. Here's a group quietly having lunch in a saloon when suddenly a troublemaker appears and a fight breaks out of nowhere. However, the aggressor underestimated its opponent. It thought that it was the baddest eagle around. A big mistake. Its unexpected strike was not only noticed, but also successfully countered. This duel looks impressive. Instead of simply dodging the dangerous blow, the attacked eagle extended its talons right toward the opponent. Did the eagle know how it would end? Probably, and Dib was just happy about it. The inertia literally knocked the eagle off its feet, and both birds flew off to continue their brawl. They fought fiercely with their claws, and the bird that initiated the fight clearly didn't expect to face such a tough opponent. The attacked eagle decided to show that messing around with it is not a good idea. It skillfully used the opponent's fall and counterattacked it from above. With all its weight, the eagle crashed into the aggressor and threw it into the icy water. The powerful talons pierced the back of the insolent eagle. At that moment, it surely regretted trying to snatch the prey away from our hero. The depth here was too shallow for the eagles to be in real danger. Still, getting wet in cold weather is a very unpleasant prospect. More to it, eagle wings and especially the flight feathers are vulnerable to water. If they get wet, the bird can't take off until they dry. Well, it learned its life lesson. Don't mess without reason with someone armed with a whole set of curved talons.